What is Moonology? Moonology is a form of astrology, but they are separate and distinct from one another in their application and practice. For example, in Moonology, we'll talk about the houses and how the astrological signs flavor those houses as it relates to the moon in them. Like astrology readings, Moonology readings are based on your birth chart, but astrology considers layers and layers of information that are then interpreted into the readings, whereas with Moonology, the focus is really only on the movements of the moon through the houses of your chart. So with all of that in mind, let's look a little deeper at what a Moonology reading is. Ancient people used the moon to track the seasons and the cycles of the earth, and today we can use those same phases of the moon for manifesting the lives that we all truly want and for releasing anything that does not serve us, alongside rituals for forgiveness that burn karma, because that might be actually what's holding you back. It's not so much about the manifesting, but about the forgiveness. So here's how working with the moon can actually benefit you. You can manifest your dreams using the natural energies and the cycles of the moon. You can build your intuition by being in tune with these natural cycles. Through working with these natural energies, you'll connect every day with a power that's greater than yourself to find deeper meaning and grow on your spiritual path as you empower yourself with this alignment with the lunar energies. So the goal of a Moonology moon reading is to empower you with knowledge that you can then use 365 days a year through working with the new moon, the full moon, and even the daily moon. Imagine how powerful you'll feel when you can plan, predict, and manifest using the phases, cycles, and energies of the moon. How connected you're going to feel to your higher self, the universe, and nature's wisdom. Through your practice with the moon, you'll be supported on your spiritual path as an active co-creator of your life. And by aligning then with these natural energies, you can literally change your life. The lunar planner is the centerpiece of a Moonology moon reading. And this lunar planner is based on your birth chart with your rising sign and created just for you using that information. You can see on the lunar planner then what each house is about, the sign that's associated with each of your houses, and the element for that sign also. The sign that's associated with each of the houses will flavor how that house is for you, and then the element of that sign will add an additional flavor to it, whether it's earth, air, fire, or water. So how do you use your lunar planner? Well, it's a map or a guide to the new and full moons and when they'll be happening in each of your 12 houses. This information helps you to plan and predict by knowing the themes that these houses are all about. So what will be coming to the fore when each new and full moon is moving through your chart. This will help you by being a guide for setting the intentions for the things that you want, and also for doing the forgiveness and releasing work that you're going to want to do. Remember that forgiveness burns karma, and that karma might actually be what's getting in the way of your manifesting. These things are what harnessing the power of the moon in your life are all about. So here's an example of using the lunar planner to kind of know what's coming to the front for you. Let's imagine for a moment that your first house is in Libra. So the first house is about how you appear in the world, your appearance, but also how you come across in the world, your social mask that you wear, how you present yourself. So the Libra new moon then is going to be a great time to restart any relationships that matter for you. And you can begin by asking yourself, who are the most important people to me? You can manifest reconciliations now if there are people that you need to be able to reconcile or heal things with. If you have some relationships that aren't really all that healthy. This is another time that you could, take a look at those. It's also a great time to get an actual makeover. So there's also a few more things that are associated with Libra, and it can be things like partnership or balance or renegotiation or negotiation. But I think you're starting to get an idea now for how it is that we can use this information as the moons are moving through your chart. So then, because Libra is an air sign, it will also bring that air quality. It's a broad generalization to say this, but air signs are generally thought of as being a little airy-fairy or maybe living up in their heads. So that also will flavor how things play out for you. So there's a look at what Moonology is. And if you have loved this, I would like to invite you to please come join the private Facebook community. I will drop the details in the written material that goes along with this video. If you love working with the moon, if you also love nature's wisdom and energy healing, I invite you to please come and join that free private Facebook group where that is what the focus is on there every day. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you in the group.